All right, big changes may be coming to 125, the Queensway site, which is currently the Sobeys Plaza. So let's talk about it. Now, this site may be home to a 7-story mixed-use development. If you guys aren't familiar with the site, it's in South Etobicoke at the major intersection of Park Lawn and the Queensway, sitting just east of the Ontario Food Terminal and north of the Gardner Expressway. This triangle site, as you guys can see, is home to, you've got, Sobeys here on the east side. You've got Shoppers Drug Mart on the west side right over here. You've got LCBO. You've got Dollarama. I mean, you've got some major, retailers right there, and obviously lots and lots of parking space. And we're looking south right now towards the lakeshore and lake, the Humber Bay Shores sort of buildings. Yeah, this may be home to a 7-story mixed-use development. So let's talk about what those towers may look like and what we can possibly see. All right, so here we've got the survey of the site. As you can see, clearly a lot of parking space there. It's a typical sort of, retail plaza with all of the retail locations we just talked about. You've got the subject site right here highlighted in red, just east of the food terminal, north of the Gardner, and obviously you've got the lake right here. And the site itself is being proposed in 3 different parcels. You've got parcel 1, parcel 2, parcel 3, and each parcel is going to have its own set of towers. So you've got, by the way, this is a 8.5 acre site, and this 8.5 acre site is going to be home to these 7 towers. So you've got parcel 1, which is going to be a 12-story and a 50-story tower that's going to be joined by this podium on the 7th floor. You've got amenities here on the 2nd floor. You've got amenities here on the 7th floor that's going to have the podium. So, and you've got some outdoor space here, rooftop. Then you've got parcel 2, which is going to have a 45-story, 2 45-story towers. That's going to be joined by also a podium on the 7th floor too, I believe. Yeah, floor 7, outdoor amenities as well as podium. And then you've got, as part of parcel 2, another tower just on the south side, 47-story tower that's going to stand alone. Also outdoor amenity space here. And you guys can see here it's being separated by a private road, probably for access for in and out for cars and for underground parking. And then you have finally parcel 3, which is also going to be home to 2 towers, a 42-story and a 50-story tower. That is also going to be connected by a podium on the 7th floor, but again, a lot of outdoor amenities and possibly indoor amenities as well. Terrace on the 2nd floor right over here. So, yeah, lots of towers coming here, 7 towers in total. And it looks like there's going to be private roads here in between to obviously give access to this complex and give access to cars. All right, and right here we've got the parking legend that shows us what kind of parking we can expect. Parcel 1, we can see there's 194 parking spaces that are going to be allowed, and then parcel 2, 191. And then parcel 3, we've got 146. So that's a total of 531 parking spaces coming to a area and a development that's going to have close to 4,000 units, 4,000 residential units. So that's like 7% of the total residential units are going to have parking. So that's obviously going to be an issue here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's not nearly enough parking for, especially given that this development is taking place in Etobicoke. It's not downtown Toronto where, they have very minimal parking. So I'm curious how that's going to play out. All right, and here we have what looks like a typical key plate for the different towers here. This is interesting. So let's take a look at each of them. So Tower 1, it looks like there's going to be quite a lot of 2-bedroom units here. I can see a row of 2 beds here, one bedroom in the middle, more 2 beds, and then 1 beds, and then you've got some 3 bedrooms in the corner, and then again a row of 2 beds with a couple of 1 bed sprinkled in there. All right, and let's go to the second parcel here. We can see there's a mix of, again, 3 beds, 2 beds. So a lot of big units, which I'm liking because we definitely need a lot of bigger units. I'm curious to see what there are sizes here. So 2-bed, 682 square feet, 2-bed, 695 square feet, 2-bed, 678 square feet. I mean, this is pretty much aligned with a lot of what we're seeing nowadays with new developments. You know, suite sizes getting smaller, so I'm not fully surprised. A 2+ den here is at 800 square feet. Not bad. I mean, I've seen way smaller units downtown. 3-bed, 719 square feet. And then if we go into the third parcel, wow, lots of 1+ dens here on the third parcel, and some 2-beds sprinkled in there. But I'm seeing a lot of 1-beds, 1+ dens, 1+ dens, 2-beds, couple of 3-beds. Ooh, there's a big 3-bed right here, 1,047 square feet. Okay, that sounds pretty promising. 1-bed plus den, 763 square feet. I mean, this is obviously not going to be the final key plate, but this is what's proposed here. So I'm feeling very optimistic about the suite sizes here. And there we've got some park space in the south corner of the site, which is nice. All right, now here we can see a sketch of what the completed buildings will look like. Here you've got A1 is the parcel 1, B buildings are parcel 2, and then the C is parcel 3. So 7 towers in total. And here we've got a nice rendering of what the finished product is going to look like right around here in the bottom of this photo. And we're looking south here towards the lake. If you guys notice around this corner, right in the middle of the image here, these buildings currently do not exist. This is the Mr. Christie lot currently that's sitting vacant. And, well, actually, they're hosting the Cirque du Soleil shows there. If you guys have noticed those treetops, and this year they're actually putting out a big what looks to be like a permanent building there for their future Cirque du Soleil shows. But that has its own proposed 15-tower development that's going to be coming in the future, proposed by First Capital and Pemberton. I'm going to be doing a video on that as well. So clearly there's going to be a lot of towers coming to the neighborhood in the future. That's going to have about 7,000 to 7,500 units coming to the Mr. Christie lot. And also, if you guys notice right around here, what is that? That looks like a GO train station. So Parklawn GO is being proposed. This is, they're planning for this to be a transit-oriented community, at least for the Mr. Christie lot. And again, one of the reasons that the developer for this particular project, which is Fiera Real Estate, I should have mentioned that in the beginning of this video. One of the reasons that they're proposing that with the lower amount of parking spots is because they want to make this they're leaning towards a more transit-oriented community, given that Parklawn GO is going to be coming there. But in my opinion, that's a very small amount of parking units for that kind of density coming here. All right, let's look at some more renderings. Here we are looking northeast to the towers. The buildings actually look pretty good. I like the design of the buildings. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Obviously, proximity to the Gardner is great. Here we're looking northwest to the towers. And this one we're looking west towards Mississauga. And then you've got another rendering here looking southwest. Very interesting designs of the building here. And then we got some more renderings. It looks like a lot of green space and sort of kids' playground and playing area, which is nice. And some more renderings of the ground floors. Now, they are going to be having another major retailer that they're going to allow. Right now, there's Sobeys, but there's no word of who is going to be coming there later. But that's what's being proposed right now for the 125, the Queensway site. I know a lot of people in the neighborhood are going to go, well, there's so many condos. We don't need more condos. Parking is out of control. Traffic is out of control. And all of that is true. And there is going to be, if you combine the Mr. Christie site and you combine this side, you've got 7,000 there, 4,000 here. So you've got 11,000 residential units coming. Now, the thing is, they're not all going to come at the same time. It's going to be done in phases. And this is more looking like a 20, 25-year plan, especially the Mr. Christie development. That's a huge development. It's 28 acres wide. So there's a lot. It's going to take a lot of time. And with the Parklawn GO, hopefully that's going to clear out some of the congestion and people are going to be more transit friendly once that comes out, because a lot of people that live in the neighborhood commute to downtown Toronto for work. They also commute to other parts of the GTA. So hopefully that brings down congestion a little bit. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new proposed development. Do you think it's too many condos coming to the neighborhood, or do you feel like we actually need more housing? And of course, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.